Good morning, children. Now, next topic is properties of states of matter. As you know, different states of matter, that is solid, liquid, and gaseous. Now, come to the first property of solids, liquid, and gases. So, here we will discuss the difference between solid, liquid, and gases on the basis of shape and volume. Now, come to the first, that is solids. Solids have definite or fixed shape as well as volume. So as you all know that the molecules are tightly packed in case of solids. That is why the solids are rigid and hard. So here you can take the example of paperweight. So this paperweight which is in my hand, this is solid. It has definite shape and volume. In the same way, the pen is also a kind of solid. It is the solid in state. So now come to the next, that is liquid. So you can take the example of liquid like milk, water. So liquid has definite volume, or you can say fixed volume, but no fixed shape. As you all know that about it very well, that water has no shape, milk has no shape, juice has no shape. So what it takes the shape of container. So when we put the liquid into the container, means the container is of any shape. That may be round, that may be oval, that may be rectangular, that may be spherical. Any type of beaker we can say. The liquid take the shape of container in which the liquids are kept. And the second property is the liquids have also molecules, but these molecules are loosely packed. As we have already done this property, in case of liquids the molecules are loosely packed like this. There is a space between the molecules, but in this case in the solids the molecules are tightly packed. I hope it's clear. Now come to the next, that is the gases. A gas has neither a fixed shape and volume. It also assumes the volume and shape of the container. In this case, the intermolecular spaces are very large and the molecules are free to move in every part of the container. Means you can say the molecules are randomly moved in the case of gases. Right? Now come to the second property. So this property we have done the shape and volume. We have differentiated solid, liquid and gases on the basis of shape and volume. Now come to the next one, that is compressibility. Compress means to press something. So as again we will take the example of solid. First of all we will do the solids. So in this case, can we compress the solid? Can we compress this hard paperweight? No, we cannot compress because the molecules in this case are tightly packed, so it cannot be compressed. So here we can say that the solids are non-compressible. In the liquid, in this case, the molecules are loosely packed. So at some extent it can be compressed. But the gases can compress at a large extent. Because in this case, only you will understand with the help of the molecules. In this case, in the solids, the molecules are tightly packed. In the liquids, the molecules are loosely packed. That is why the liquids can be compressed at some extent. But in case of gases, the molecules are randomly packed, not packed, you can say randomly moved, and the molecules can be pushed together more easily in case of gases. That is why it can be highly compressible as compared to the solids as well as gaseous. So this is the second property. Now come to the fluidity. Fluidity is the third property. Fluidity. Now in case of fluidity, fluidity means to flow. So solids can flow? No. We cannot flow the solid. Pen cannot flow. Paperweight cannot flow. But the solid and gases can flow because of again the loosely held molecules in the case of liquids and gases. In case of gases, it has higher tendency to flow easily. Solids cannot flow. These main points you have to learn and you have to understand. And liquids can flow. As you know that water can flow very easily. When there is a water tank is overflow, it means the water is flowing. It means water is liquid. So it means liquids can flow very easily. Now next one is thermal expansion. Thermal means heat. Expansion means to expand, to increase the surface area, to increase the area. How? With the help of heat. Thermal expansion means expansion on being heated. So in case of solid it is very small, in case of liquid it is very large, in case of gases it is very largest. Because when we boil the solid cannot boil without water, but liquid can boil. It means it can be expand, but the gases can expand more easily because of again the intermolecular spaces. As in case of solid, again that molecules are tightly packed, so they cannot move apart away from its main positions. In case of liquid, they can move because molecules are loosely held. And in gaseous, the thermal expansion is at the largest rate because again the molecules are randomly moved. So I hope it's clear to you.